Welcome to Art to Know with MommyO, where mini adventures in fine art are always fun. Today we're going to look at a piece of very colorful artwork by an artist who is known for painting with his ears rather than with his eyes. I'm MommyO, your adventure guide. Join me in my studio as masterpieces of fine art come to life. Vasily Kandinsky was a Russian-born abstract expressionist, often credited with painting one of the first purely abstract works of art. An abstract expressionist is an artist who portrays thoughts and emotions as non-realistic art in response to real-life experiences, as opposed to other artists who choose to represent actual objects from real life. Therefore, Vasily Kandinsky was likely painting how things made him feel and not necessarily what he saw. Can you imagine painting something you're thinking or how you're feeling instead of painting what you see? This method is not typically how we think of creating art. Most artists paint what they see. Kandinsky often composed art while listening to music. Some art historians believe that Kandinsky always heard music while he created his art, even if there was no music playing in the room. For this particular work of art, named Color Study Squares with Concentric Circles, it is thought that Kandinsky may have seen the colors he painted within the music that he heard. Being able to hear colors would suggest that Kandinsky may have also been a synesthete. A synesthete is a person who cannot separate the five senses. Seeing, smelling, hearing, tasting, and touching mingle with each other in uncommon ways. Similar to the way in which Kandinsky may have seen colors when he heard music, synesthetes may hear a sound when they eat a particular food, taste a flavor when they touch an object, or even feel a sensation when they smell an odor. In the case of Kandinsky, it is thought that he could actually see the elements of art, including line, shape, form, space, texture, as well as color, when he heard sounds, specifically when he listened to music. While synesthesia is a rare and unusual condition, it's an interesting phenomenon that may have contributed to Kandinsky's art. If indeed his sense of hearing mingled with his sense of sight, making it possible for him to hear color, it could help explain his famous quote, "Color is a power which directly influences the soul." We use the cleverly coined phrase sense-ational art when we talk about a Kandinsky masterpiece because of the possibility he used more than just his sense of sight when creating his artwork. Aside from sight, if he was listening to music as he composed his artwork, he would have also used his sense of hearing. Painting on paper with watercolors, gouache, which is just a more opaque watercolor, and crayons, Kandinsky may very well have heard color when he painted this iconic work of art in 1913. And that's pretty cool. Most people only use the sense of sight to see colors with their eyes. But if in fact Kandinsky was a synesthete and was able to use the additional sense of hearing to see color, this would have influenced his choices for all the beautiful colors we see in Color Study Squares with Concentric Circles. This artwork certainly is very colorful. I see red, yellow, blue, green, orange, violet. As a matter of fact, I see all the colors of the modern color wheel, and I even see some white. In this artwork, Kandinsky painted concentric circles within squares. Concentric circles are two or more circles which have the same center point. Kandinsky's circles certainly aren't perfect. Even though his circles are slightly misshapen, we still refer to them as being concentric. Let's pretend we, like Kandinsky, can hear color. Think about how each of these squares might sound to you. When I look at this square, I hear bold, loud music, perhaps an entire orchestra playing a lively symphony. I hear a string section as well as brass, woodwinds, and percussion instruments. This square seems playful. I can hear children singing whimsical nursery rhymes and giggling. On the other hand, when I look at this square, it makes me think of a space battle. I can hear the galactic battle theme now, the horns trumpeting out the battle cry. What I find most shocking about this piece of artwork is that although it is considered to be one of Vasily Kandinsky's most famous and recognizable works of art, it was not actually considered a piece of fine artwork by the artist himself. After choosing and positioning the colors very thoughtfully, it's no wonder that Kandinsky considered this painting a study, which he frequently used as a tool in his studio. Thus the name of the artwork, Color Study, squares with concentric circles. As an artist myself, I can imagine that using this tool to experiment with color harmony helped Kandinsky select colors for his other famous works of art. I had a great time exploring the sensational art of Vasily Kandinsky today. It's amazing that when you open yourself up to using your other senses, art really can speak to your soul. Thanks for stopping by my studio for Art to Know with MommyO, where fine art is fun art. Come back again soon, but in the meantime, to create your own colorful concentric study using colors consistent with Kandinsky, check out my blog at homespunandhandson.com. There you'll find a fun hands-on activity that will have you creating sensational art and painting based on what you hear with your ears rather than what you see with your eyes.